Welcome to the next installment of our ROI Goalstetter training videos. This is my favorite session because I get to show you exactly how to demonstrate, quantify, and justify improvements in your email marketing. Every day we hear from marketers how frustrated they are because they can't convince a boss or someone else to invest more in email marketing. Yet, email marketing continues to be the marketing channel with the highest return on investment for each dollar spent. With the ROI Goalstetter tool, you can now clearly present your current situation, the future possibilities, and show real numbers for your specific situation. And you can do this all in just a few minutes. In this short video, you will learn how to take an ROI Goalstetter model you've already created and then create a new improved version of that scenario in about a minute. One of our customers' favorite features of the ROI Goalstetter tool is that you can easily compare the results to your base case. That way, you can see exactly how much more revenue, profit, and ROI you could expect if you begin operating at the new assumptions. In effect, you'll learn how to set clear, measurable goals for improvement. These become your own marching orders to reach your future financial or other goals. Let's get started. To begin, let's log in. Now we're in the model that we created in our other sessions. Notice that we have one scenario created and saved here. The ROI Goalstetter tool can save up to 4 scenarios, so it looks as if we have room to add more if we want to. I'm going to assume that the model you already created represents your current situation for your email marketing program. A good way to double check that is to click on the data view and look at the list size and revenue by month. Be sure that the numbers look to be about right with how your program is actually performing today. In my sample case, we're generating between $37,000 and $38,000 in revenue per month on an initial list size of $150,000. This all looks good to me and tracks with what we're actually doing today. We're going to consider this to be our base case scenario for planning purposes. To make sure we don't lose any of our work in our base case, within the ROI Goalstetter tool, we can make a carbon copy of the scenario using the duplicate button. We can then play with that copy, and if we make a mess of it, we can just delete it and create another copy. Then, once we have a new scenario that we're happy with, we can compare them easily to our base case. Duplicating the base case is easy. First, make sure the model you consider to be your base case is active by clicking the tab of the model that you want to duplicate. In my case, the yoga book scenario. Then, click on the blue Duplicate Scenario link. That will create a copy of your scenario, and it will show up with a default name. Let's rename it Yoga Books Future, so we can clearly differentiate it from our base case. If you look at the summary metrics just above the graphs, you'll see that the numbers match those of our base case. Have a look at the annual revenue as I switch between the scenarios. They're identical. The next step is to modify the assumptions you believe you can improve upon. In this example, let's say we have a goal to increase our revenue over the next 12 months by 20%. Our current annual revenue, as you can see, is almost $456,000. An increase of 20% would bring us to just above $545,000. So let's say that's our goal. To reach this goal, we could do any number of things, including growing our list faster, increasing our open rates, reducing our list attrition, or increasing our click-through rates, among other things. In our case, let's see if we can reach our goal by growing our list faster, increasing our open rates, and increasing our click-through rates. With the ROI Goalstetter tool, we can easily try different combinations to determine which one will get us to our goal. Let's go to the List Size and Growth tab first. We see that we're already at a 1.5% per month growth rate, which is equivalent to an annual growth rate of about 20%. Let's say we think we can increase our monthly growth rate to 2% per month, which would be equivalent to about 27% annual growth rate. This is a good goal since most lists lose about 25% of their members annually from unsubscribes, bounces, and inactives. Look at the annual revenue. We can see that with this one change, revenue moved to just over $472,000. That's far from our goal, but it's moving in the right direction. Next, let's go to the Email Performance and Overview tab. That's where we can adjust unique open rates and click-through rates. Remember, we want to make changes we believe we can truly accomplish. So let's start with an open rate and increase that. Note that at this point, you should not be adjusting any of the data in the fields marked as historical. Those are reserved for the base historic levels. So, in the future field within the unique open rate section, let's adjust the 20% to 21%. Again, a very achievable improvement. Let's watch the level of revenue as I make this change. Just enter the new number and click into a different field to get the new data to be accepted. Now, we're almost at $496,000. Better, but we still have a ways to go. Next, let's change the click-through rate to 5.5%, another very modest improvement. Notice the significant impact from a small improvement in your click-through rate. That brings us much closer to our goal. Notice that you can also change these numbers by using the appropriate sliders. Just watch the revenue as you use the slider. It's another quick way to see the impact of change to one variable. Remember that this is only a model. If you get the assumptions to deliver a model that meets your goals, but you're not sure how to get there, give us a call. Our business is devoted to helping companies build just the right campaign strategy. Then, we can help you implement the plan and continually optimize every aspect of your email marketing efforts. And when we say optimize, we mean get your email marketing program on steroids, delivering beyond your expectations. Let's save what we have so far by clicking the Save button. With the ROI Goalstetter tool, we make it really easy to compare scenarios. Here's how you compare your new scenario to your base case. Simply click on the Compare Scenarios button on the top right-hand corner. Once you get to this screen, you'll be able to compare up to 3 scenarios. For now, I'm going to select my base case Yoga Books in the first drop-down menu and my comparison case Yoga Books Future from the second drop-down. Now, if you scroll down, you can see each graph, which now shows the base case and the future case in the same graph. Notice that with the improvements in our list growth, we've really improved our active list size, which is great. And the proportion of our list that is active is not declining to the same extent as our base case scenario, so we're moving in the right direction. Finally, as above, we can click on the data version of this section to see the comparisons presented with numbers instead of graphs. Notice that our revenue is showing just about 20%, which was our target. So, this scenario will definitely get us to where we want. And note that our profit is up 21%. As above, you can click on the Download Data button to get this comparison data into an Excel format as well. So, go ahead and start creating some of your own growth scenarios to see the impact of any changes you're considering. Don't forget, if you ever get stuck, just drop us a note or give us a call. We want you to succeed and want to be sure you can get the most out of the ROI Goalstetter tool. Or let us know how you like it or if there's anything you'd like us to improve. Happy emailing!